This is how to reassemble a Krytac AEG. Place the top half of your gearbox onto the lower. Screw in the screws just finger tight. Grab the small selector gear and line up the notch with that. Screw it in. Before putting in the larger gear, check on the other side to make sure this is vertical. Then you can align this with that notch and making sure it's vertical. Slide your gearbox back into the lower with the wires going through the appropriate holes. Install the main spring by using a flathead and pushing the spring guide in, rotating 90 degrees until the line is vertical like this. Screw in the bolt release button, but not all the way, otherwise it won't work. When inserting the gearbox, make sure this is rotated slightly to match this. After putting the gearbox into the lower, slide the rear receiver pin through. Make sure to not put the rear receiver pin screw in too tight, otherwise when you go to loosen it, the whole entire receiver pin may rotate and be impossible to get off. Route the motor wires through the appropriate holes and slide it on. Screw the motor grip screws in. Make sure when connecting the wires to the motor that they're on the correct polarity. Align the motor plate, press down, and then screw in the screws. Put the center trigger pin back in. Assemble the mag catch by putting this long piece in first from the other side. Place the spring over the stem and place this on top. For this one, you're going to want to push down, and then from the other side, you're going to spin it clockwise. Install the right side selector and make sure to line up the notch. Put the bolt catch back in. After that, slide on your upper and put the front receiver pin on. Put the screw on the front receiver pin. Slide on the end plate. Slide on your buffer tube. When sliding in the screw with the plate, make sure the wires go underneath the big notch in the plate and drop it down, or you could push it down with a screwdriver all the way to the bottom and then screw it in. Screw in the buffer tube screw and put the butt stock back on.